I will go anywhere you lead me. Yeah, I will go. There are many children today who are carrying curses from their parents, not demons, because they've spent their lives causing pain to their parents. Sometimes we ship all kinds of things in the name of westernization, and you see children insult their parents, insult any kind of person. And I'm saying this respectfully speaking, young people, whether in this country or across Africa, this is one of the mysteries behind the hard life of young people. We have no honor at all for parents, not just physical parents. Anybody can get up and just insult anybody. No, you will carry curses in successions. We read it already, Genesis 27. When you read from verse 3 and 4, it says, make me venison such that I love. Make me venison from your weapons of war. Honor is not just about giving money or giving seeds, but let me tell you this, as a person and as a principle, you will never see me go and stand before any of our fathers of faith in this nation, or any great mentor or father, whether in business, whether in whatever area. I won't sit down and say I'm a great man, Apostle Joshua Selman. I understand this law. When I honor from the depth of my heart. There are many pastors today, you can lie down and hold the legs of a man of God and never receive jack, because it comes through honor. You can even kneel down and still be standing up in your heart. It's not about all of this pretense and this hypocrisy people do. Genuine heartfelt honor is the reason why you see great people hardly reproduce themselves. Everything God gives a great man, it is supposed to be for everyone who is interested, but very few people. Do you know that there are many homes, like I told you, the biological children of the man and his wife don't seem to carry their grace, and then you will see one stranger who maybe came to squat. The person who communicates honor is the one who carries the mantle. Learn it from tonight. Let honor be a culture. Husbands, honor your wives. You don't honor your wife, your prayer will not be answered. The Bible said that. Wives, honor your husbands. Don't say he looked for me. What does that mean? Children, honor your parents. Bring in all this westernization and you will punish your future in a way that you cannot imagine. Parents, also respectfully speaking, honor your children, because there are things through their life that you may not have seen that God is revealing. Help this woman. I'm seeing oil coming on her. The first key for receiving from fathers. Fathers here does not just mean men alone. Those who have gone ahead is honor. Genuine honor. How many pastors today talk about their leaders, their overseers, they gossip about them, tear them down, and then come up, yes sir, how are you sir? That's the reason why no impartation works, because the honor is not genuine. How many business people, how many people in corporations, they sit down and tear their superiors, insult them and talk all kinds of things, and see them, CEO sir, God bless you. He can cut cake for you and you can eat, but that is it. But there can be others who will say, look, I know this man is not perfect, but I choose to honor him. Whatever granted him grace to come to Abuja here, and in 5 years he has become this, I stand with understanding, and I know. And one day he can look at you and say, I bless you. Or you will say, let me tell you a story. In 1971 my father died. In 1972 my mother died. In 1973 all my helpers died. So how did you become great? That is what is leading you to. And A 2-hour conversation will become a 6-hour conversation in that office, and at the end of it you will say, I met one missionary who just said a prayer and I want to pray that prayer for you. Sometimes you see our father in the Lord, Daddy Gio, he will ask everybody to stand up. See, just because people don't tell you, anointings are like addresses, you can know where they came from. When you see extraordinary results happening for people, please let me tell you this, look beyond the physical frame. There are people who is a combination of strange mantles and anointings upon their heads. Hallelujah. When Papa Idahosa was alive, according to God's servant Bishop Oyedepo, he would tell you that one time he came to him and delivered something, and he gave him an opportunity to pick some money, and he said no, if I remember correctly. He said no, what I want is that blessing. And he told him, kneel down. He said, from tonight I impart upon you the grace of on time, that before any need arises, the answer comes. And he received it. When God granted me the grace and the privilege to lie down and pray alone in Daddy Joe's prayer room, I was not praying and saying, God bless me, give me tea, give me bread. I would be stupid to pray that kind of prayer. I laid down there, and one of the things I prayed, I said, Lord, the covenant of answered prayer of many fathers who have gone, that you have placed upon this man, that he can speak casually and shift the climate of nations, may that same grace come upon me. I shared with you my story when we went to Ekiti State, and I saw people dying at 130 something, 140 something, 150 something. I said, no, there has to be a grace here. When we were done preaching years ago, I now came back and we stopped at a house where someone, 136, he just died. I said, please look for the oldest man here so that we can receive this grace for long life. There were hardly people there who could speak English. Eventually we got somebody who could speak limited English, and they took us to one man, old man, and we said, we are men of God, we just want him to speak over our lives. And he looked at me and smiled and said, kneel down. Those who carry this thing know they have it all. Let me tell you, those who carry it, they know they have it. You don't stand before people as colleagues and receive mantles. No, mantles don't honor, don't respond to colleague mentality. Oh, I used to know this one. And as they prayed, I felt like a crown was being put upon my head. I now honored him, gave him a seat, and when we were going to go and enter the car, thanking the women who we asked initially, I just saw one of the women, and they said that was the wife of this senior, the man of God, this veteran that had gone. They now, do you know that the woman was in her hundreds, and yet she was standing strong, no stick, no nothing. I said, what is this? I said, let's go back home. If he's dead, she's still alive in him. Two have become one. The woman tapped me and said, come. She opened the room and started showing me the pictures. That was the wife of his youth. I hope you know those days they used to marry as teenagers. That woman had stayed with him till his final days. And then I said, since this man is dead and he died serving the Lord, they should tell her that, please, they've prayed for us, but I want prayer from her. The woman said I should kneel down, and she removed both of her shoes. She stood on barefoot and prayed for more than 15 minutes in Yoruba. I don't know what she was saying. All I know is that there was a mantle. I returned with speed to Zaria, and I said, my people, I came with an anointing. Stand up, let me release something upon you first. Hear me, your possibilities are defined by the mantles that are upon you.